No rain.
It's been kind of relentless, right?
Yeah.
With the heat index well into the 90s for most of the day, every day since Monday. And while we're seeing that right now, our current heat index in Cleveland, or feels like temperature, it's 92. It feels like 96 out in Sandusky, feels like 92 in Youngstown. And we actually have a little thunderstorm activity trying to move into our viewing area. Nothing severe at this time, but still packing a punch. You can see a big thunderstorm there on the west side of Oak Harbor out towards western Ottawa County. We also have a thunderstorm just to the north of Cedar Point, and then some additional downpours here south of the Turnpike. You can see one that just moved through Norwalk that is trying to move into Erie County. The issue with these, and this is what we've seen all week, is they're very slow moving. So they're going to put down a lot of heavy rain in an area over a longer period of time until they basically rain themselves out. So this could create some high water issues. Main threats with this thunderstorm: 50-mile-per-hour winds as it moves towards Berlin Heights within the next few minutes, and then eventually up towards Vermilion at 7:36. Now that's a ways out if it holds together. I do think it'll weaken a little bit before it gets to the Vermilion area. Pretty much everybody else is dry at this hour, but I can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm or two before 10 o'clock. Then I think things will be very quiet overnight. Just warm and humid. We're in the 70s all evening, but we only have 2 more days in the 90s. Just 2 more days, and then we'll be back into the 80s, and it should feel a little bit more tolerable. And then after that, the 70s are coming back. I'm sorry, it's cheesy, I know. I couldn't help it. If we were going to talk about the 70s, we had to have a disco ball. We'll take a closer look at your forecast and when those 70s return coming up in just a bit. Yeah, that just about covers it, right?
Yeah.
The whole week. It's hot. It's humid. What else is there to say? Well, not much about the short term, but there's a lot to say about the longer term forecast and how much we're going to cool off for a big portion of next week. But for now, yes, it's still hot. 60. Oh my gosh, I've been doing this all day. 90 in Cleveland. 60 is wishful thinking. Dew points are in the 60s, that's for sure. Feels like 92 in Cleveland. We are dry across most of our coverage area, but this is your first alert for scattered thunderstorms out to the west. You can see these right along the Turnpike through Erie County and then down to the south, just off to the northeast of Cedar Point. We have some thunderstorms there and some bigger storms south and west of Toledo. I want to track this thunderstorm moving through Erie County. This is going to be moving up towards Vermilion, potentially western Lorain County, northwestern Lorain, if it holds together. This will be moving into Florence momentarily. It's not warned right now. In fact, it does appear to be weakening, but you're going to get a lot of lightning with this. You may already be hearing some thunder in places like Florence and surrounding communities, and there's going to be some heavy rain with this as well. Potentially winds gusting 40 up to 50 miles per hour. Vermilion 742 or so. This is going to move in for you, and if it holds together, it'll move into the Amherst area by 754. But a lot of these are just kind of raining themselves out as they slowly move off towards the northeast. So it may not make it all the way up into Amherst or Lorain. We'll see. You can track that storm along with us on the 19 First Alert weather app. I think by sunset, which is at 9:05 tonight, any thunderstorm should be dissipating, if not by 10. Okay, so it's like right around that sunset time frame where everything kind of falls apart for us, and then overnight we are totally dry. We are going to do this again tomorrow. Another hazy, hot, and humid day tomorrow. Tomorrow's second to last day of our heat wave. So here is how things shake out. Waking up tomorrow nice and dry to start the day. The only issue for your morning commute, a little glare. It's going to be warm and humid. We're well into the 70s, and obviously another very hot day. We're around 90, but with that humidity factored in, it'll feel like it's in the triple digits. And then here come our pop-up thunderstorms mid to late afternoon. Similar timing to today, although they may not be in the exact same areas. Main threats: slow moving downpours, heavy rain, damaging winds 50 to 60 miles per hour. And you guessed it, by sunset, everything kind of just fizzles out for us. Exact same forecast on Saturday. That is why Saturday is